Hello and welcome to another edition of LOUDdispatch.
Dispatch.
I'm your host, Cheech.
I'm Mark.
Hi, I'm Jeff.
And this is our special guest, Jeff. Yes.
Jeffrey.
Yes. Welcome to the show, Jeff. Hello.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
No, man. Thanks for coming on.
Hell yeah.
So, hey, before we get started, we're going to talk about the buddy bandana. So, if you and your pet are into matching,
Mark, what's the buddy bandana?
it's matching pet and owner gear, like bandanas and hats and all that other crap.
Could I go on there and get like a bandana for me and my cat that says like the Steelers?
No, they don't have the Steelers, but you can get on there and get like matching stuff. So it's for like when you want to style and pimp with your pet.
So, so what if we don't have a cat or a dog? Would it work with, say, I don't know, a pet rock, perhaps?
It'll work with whatever you want. You can just buy stuff for you. You don't have to buy stuff for an animal. But every purchase helps feed sheltered animals.
Oh, that's a good
that's good. So you can use code WOOF,
I like that.
WOOF, for 40% off.
Yeah, you can design your own Prince attire and, customize it.
Yeah.
Style out your chinchilla.
Damn right. Oh, dude, I'd love a chinchilla.
Ah.
They're cool. I'd like a monkey. Actually.
What kind of monkey? I mean, there's,
a spider or like a capuchin.
Okay.
I don't know.
Capuchin. You lost me a capuchin. I was there for spider, but
No, capuchins are just like spiders, really. But
okay.
I would not want a chimpanzee or anything that could rip my face off and beat me to death.
Of course.
No.
Yeah. By the way, today's episode is actually in front of a live studio audience. Say hi, everybody. How are you guys doing?
Hey, everybody.
You guys feeling it? Nobody.
Speak. Yeah.
It was a little late. A little late.
It looks funny. Wait. What's that guy doing? Security, can you get that guy?
Yes.
Out of here.
That guy is weird. There was another one on here. By the way, we had a soundboard. Just text. I had no idea. Like ghost laughter. This is this.
That works well with the whistle in the wind.
It
You can. I don't know if the people can hear this, but there's a whisper in the wind because it's incredibly gusty outside right now.
Yeah.
It is the annual Pittsburgh November 1st hurricane.
Yeah. Oh man, damn! We should have named it or something.
It's hurricane
Space X erection.
What was
explosion.
I thought it said erection.
Whoa!
I was gonna say that sounds more like an erection. Sounds like
a pocket rocket.
Yep.
Oh Jesus!
That shit fires out.
Well played, son. Well
Ready?
played. Oh my God!
Wait, we got to turn the choke off.
Oh Jesus! Stop! That's terrible. Oh my God! Do you ever think about like
Full start penis?
Yeah, right. Like, I can't get it up.
My next band is going to be called Pull Start Penis.
He said it here first, everybody.
PSP, same thing as the Pennsylvania State Police.
Oh my God!
Pull Start Penis.
Wow, that's kind of. I don't know. How would you explain that to somebody? Like, oh, I'm going to see a show tonight. Who are you going to see?
Pull Start Penis.
Yeah.
You want to come?
It's pretty self-explanatory.
Honestly, yeah, I guess.
It's a Pull Start Penis. What's a Pull Start? Well, I know it's a Pull Start. Huh.
What's a penis?
What's a penis?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess it is self-explanatory, but wow, that's
Pull Start Penis.
What genre of music would that be?
I would put it somewhere in like.
Put it somewhere good.
A stoner rock.
Stoner rock.
You know what stoner rock is?
Yeah,
Clutch, stuff like that.
Would you? Okay.
Yeah, Clutch.
I'll give you
that.
Any band names involving like genitals or crazy stuff like that, I just go immediate crust punk or like really,
Yeah.
Which I've been to some crust punk shows and they're nothing to mess with. There's so many people in the crust punk scene don't wear shoes or socks for some reason.
Yeah,
I don't like
a lot of people have dreadlocks. And people carry around like it's like washing boards that they play.
Oh
shit,
yeah,
like real folky people.
There's a guy there named
it's crazy.
Washboard Chaz.
And you know what? I'm not hating on it. Like, do your thing. That's right. What's up.
Well played.
I enjoyed myself, but I had socks and shoes on, and I was not carrying around random down south folk instruments. And I'm not.
You didn't have spoons on you.
No. I left. Yeah, no. I left my good spoons at home. I didn't want to lose them.
Playing spoons.
Yeah.
Oh, you're playing spoons.
Playing spoons.
Metal.
The silver.
This is. Oh my God.
I watched.
You've seen spoons, right? People play.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I watched a video on mouth bow the other day.
Oh, those are so cool. Like mouth harps.
Yeah.
Pulsar penis going on tour near you soon.
Could you imagine responding to a Craigslist ad that was like Pull Start Penis Band looking
New band looking for
mouth
singer.
harmonica
Pull
player.
Start penis. That's all it's gonna say.
Shit. Stoner rock only.
Yeah.
Must require dreadlocks and no shoes. But face
You can
mask.
own one pair of sandals. And that's it.
Could you imagine that Craigslist response?
Oh,
Oh,
great.
we should put
The
that up.
thing is,
to-
you get one.
Every
Yeah,
creep out there.
It would happen.
Pull Start penis.
Mark, I'm gonna put you on that. Actually, we're gonna do that.
Hillbilly rock too. It could be really good hillbilly like.
Bro, I just want you to build
You
this
know?
ad.
Especially if you get that mouth bow.
Yeah, jaw harp.
You'll be good. Yeah.
How do you mic a mouth harp?
Put it in your mouth and go like this.
Yeah, but with COVID, like, how would you do that?
Put it in your mouth, go up by a mic and go bam, bam, bam.
Yeah. No, you got to put a mask on, bro.
Not when you're on stage in front of people.
I'm just saying, it's really
That gets
affecting them.
into a whole
Listen,
realm of
we're less than
instruments that you
2
need to
feet.
wear masks
And,
for.
yeah, we're not wearing masks. Like I'm pretty sure that like the woodwind players of the symphony don't wear a mask on stage.
I'm just saying.
How would you play a trumpet and wear a mask?
You couldn't. I mean,
Well, there you go.
I'm just, but with the mouth, it's like, it's the whole goddamn thing. You're just like, I mean, I guess so.
We're
It's just-
just penis.
It's,
Coming down at you.
this show has gone off the rails really quickly
We were
today.
never on rails.
Never on rails.
This guy thinks we're going anywhere.
Nah.
This is the ATV, not a train.
Nah.
We're not not on a linear track here.
18. We should start pulling up weird news articles and talking about them.
You know what else too? We were
Oh, wait. The Steelers barely whooped the Baltimore Ravens today. And I just want to say, well done, gentlemen. Well
7-0,
done.
right?
7-0.
So good.
I think it tied the franchise record.
today was so like
So long.
just wait for the Pittsburgh Dad episode that comes
Oh,
out
I
about it.
know.
You know it's going to be a good one.
Well,
Like
the beard at the end of it was
Yeah.
so long.
the Titans one was like, oh, dude, I guarantee you, Chris Prexter, if you're listening to this,
Yep.
that's what Pittsburgh Dad needs to do.
He needs to have a beard by the end of this game.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
dude. Because seriously,
Iron City.
Iron City.
my man got here and there was like 32 seconds left in the game, right? And like I opened the door before like he even got to it. Like he was about to like
Get
he was
in
like
here.
knocking on the door. I was like, get in here.
I didn't know anything about the game too. I was at work, like literally borderline moments before I came here. So
The last 32 seconds, it was like
my God.
literally like 15 minutes long, and I'm just standing there like about to have a heart attack. the
My
entire-
butthole's still puckered.
Oh,
Yep.
oh my God! But
Okay, anyways,
Yeah.
back at it.
back at it. So Jeff and I go way back. We've been friends for a very long time.
Yep.
And I think it's quite funny. Like we started working together at the Main Street Deli, and both of us work in the industry.
you did.
And I saw I distinctly remember like asking you like, bro, you want a job? And you were like, yeah, I need one. And I was like, dude, the Main Street Deli's hiring.
It's happened a few times.
Yeah.
now.
And
Yeah.
you were like, I've never actually worked in food. And I was like, that's all right. I'll show you everything. I'm like,
Just wash your hands.
my man over here, like right now where he's at, like he is a machine in the kitchen. Like you should see this dude like cook his ass off. And
Oh,
the shit that
shit.
if you'd like to drop your Instagram for your food and shit,
Yeah,
man, like,
sure.
please do.
Shameless plug.
Yeah.
Go on Instagram. That's the only thing I have right now. But anyway, Husky Sugar Chef Jeff, all one word, no underscores, no nothing like that.
Husky Sugar Chef Jack.
Yeah. I yeah, that
You're not very husky.
no. I'm not, but I was skinnier at one point.
As a husky guy, I'm just gonna say.
So a couple of years ago, I was working at a higher end restaurant, and I was whipping all this shit up on the side and stuff. And I guess I got a little bit of a beer belly, and somebody started calling me like Husky Jeff or Husky Chef Jeff or something. And then somehow, I eat a lot of candy. I love. I feel like it's an addiction. I
I'm
love
a
sugar.
connoisseur. I'm with you.
So then we
No.
just added the sugar in there, and it just kind of stuck. Husky Sugar Chef Jeff. It's catchy, but anyways, yeah, I love whipping it up. I like whipping food up all the time as often as I can, and yeah,
You come up
pretty
with
sweet.
what's funny is like, you think of like your traditional stuff and like you think of the stuff that like would normally take a really long time to make. and like I see some of the posts that you post, and like stuff that I personally know like takes a long time to either curate or like get the products and like put them together in a certain fashion, because like when it comes to cooking, it's all about like order of operation and like putting your shit in order and like knowing like what can like be processed at a certain amount of time and like how long things are going to take to cook roughly. Right. And
yeah, it's a lot of time management.
Right.
Yeah.
But like some of the shit that you come up with, man.
That was a good joke. That was a good joke. Yeah. All right. No, God.
If you go back, there's more. There's all kinds of crazy stuff.
All right, keep going.
But in all honesty, like some of the stuff that you come up with on your Instagram page is like really pretty impressive. You had something with feta on it the other day.
Yesterday actually.
Feta crumbles or something like that.
Yeah. Which was actually kind of a quick thing too. I made chimichurri, which is just like, it's basically parsley and oil and vinegar and some garlic. And then I marinated chicken breasts with it, threw them on the grill.
Yeah.
And because of the oil, it blackens up a little bit, gives a nice little char flavor to it. Not like burnt, but you know, it looks nice. And like that goes into like food being appealing by visuals, because the blackened marks of the chicken with the little feta sprinkles, the white.
I was waiting for that.
Holy bananas! What was
coffee
that?
being made in the grind?
Sounded like an
espresso. We're talking food. We need kitchen stuff.
It sounded like an espresso machine or something. But
wait, Winchester Reload.
I like that Winchester. I don't know
just
why,
keep that one
that's
on.
cool. Press that one again.
All right. Anyways,
this is what we do with our spare time. No, I wanted to like just touch on something real quick, and Mark, maybe you can like expand on this.
microwave's done.
Thank you.
I thought we were gonna have hot dogs on a hot plate. Anyway.
Yeah, we had talked about having a hot plate down here and just having you shove up some hot dogs on a hot plate, like right here.
Hot plate hot dogs. I
mean,
man, you already know. I'll do something with that, whatever. But I should have fucking got a hot plate and fried up some chicken wings.
Look,
That's
and
one of
all
the best foods on the planet.
Well played. In all honesty, I was like thinking too, I might have a George Foreman down here somewhere. Like we might be able to chef something up.
Go.
You know what I'm saying? Like for real.
Hot ham and cheeses or some fucking, you know, some indoor pepperoni pizza mountain pies. What's up?
This guy knows exactly what I'm talking about. Mark, have you ever had a mountain pie?
Oh, have I ever had a mountain pie?
That's the question.
Mountain pies.
You know, it's crazy too. That's always like such an ominous question that you ask somebody.
Yes.
It's like, have you ever had a mountain pie?
You never know, because people are like, you've either camped or you haven't.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's what it comes down to.
To be fair, like I am not a camper. I'm not an avid camper.
Mm-hmm.
But with that said, I have had a share of mountain pies in my day.
Absolutely.
Over wild camping. Over
Wild
open fires, man. That's how you got to do it.
You know, my favorite are the really cheap mountain pie makers where the whole iron thing falls off. And you're just like, fuck.
It's like, damn it. Now I got to grab some sticks that catch fire. And
get a shovel.
Nobody gets mountain pies now.
Yeah, for real.
Oh man,
I remember going up to my grandmother's cabin. Like she used to have a trailer up in like I don't even like up by Keystone Lake, and like we used to make mountain pies out of like because my family was poor. Like we'd make. I'm mean, just calling it what it is. Yeah, we would make mountain pies out of the craziest shit, man. And like some of that, like it was so quick,
baby.
Yeah, but like it was so good. Yeah. It was so fire. Because
what about beer can chicken?
Hold up.
Surprisingly enough, I know exactly what it is and everything. I've
never had
it. I've had it. I've never personally made it though.
Yeah.
That should be on my list though.
This would be the beer to use.
Bumbleberry.
Honey blueberry ale. Oh,
why do you say that?
I don't like blueberries.
No, wait a second, Mark. Why do you say that?
Because it's good and it's fat heads and it's made here. And the guy's head is fat. It's fat.
I was trying to get you to establish some kind of credibility between the flavor of beer and what he was doing with the beer can chicken and why it would be good.
But no, I don't do that.
I mean, honey.
Do I get nutrition from it?
Yeah.
Is it sugary?
If it's good in a beer, it'd be good in a chicken.
Huzzah!
There you go. Flick that off. I should have got more pre-beers.
You gotta get more. Oh, dude. I fucked
up.
We'll probably still take a break here.
That's why we take the pause for the cause.
Yeah.
But in all honesty, I want to circle back.
So the blueberry and the honey would taste really good as the heat bubbles it into the chicken and the chicken soaks it up, and it would Go ahead.
Now hold up, because the reason why I wanted this to be such a point is because Jeff, and you can attest to this, like like with edibles, Mark, you know, the industry I feel is like overwhelmed with edibles, but we have like edibles. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but we just have like edibles that like don't have any rhyme or reason. Now, if you can use, and I'm saying it here first, if you can use terpenes, right, to couple with the flavoring and pairing of food,
of course.
I know what you're talking about.
That is how you would have to infuse them, because you have flavors that work together and flavors that don't.
So you need to watch the 2 Chainz gets really super stoned while eating. Have you seen that?
Yes.
Man, that guy cooked some pot food. He's got like that, what was it, like a egg, I don't fucking know, some kind of egg with like, it was like 50 grams of pot in it or something. I mean, 2 Chainz was too stoned to be on this.
That's actually a great point, though, about putting terpenes in food, because prevalent THC terpenes, excuse me, have very specific flavor profiles, like limonene, lemon. It's very lemony, citrusy. Humulene is very like perfumey. It's based in like lavender and some weed plants and yada yada. Coryphaline is very peppery. It's peppery. It's in hops, barley, stuff like that. It's, you know, it's prevalent in other plants. It's not just weed. It's found pretty much everywhere. So it adds these flavor profiles. So you can definitely play around with those in food, you know. And
but you see where I'm going with that. Like, if you can actually, like, for a restaurant idea, like coming at you like that, right? Like, if you were going to have the first restaurant with food options that you could actually like serve like medicated foods, right? Like,
we'll hit it with that next one.
You could use the terpenes to couple it and actually charge a higher price, because like you said, you eat with your eyes, right? And if you can make it look delicious with your eyes, you know, even through like Photoshop and like photo editing, photo enhancing, if you can make the food look like so palatable, like that you have to have it, that's what it really comes down to. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you eat with your butt. With that being said, if you have something that's
I eat with my big toe, so
if you have something that can pair with it, you get these flavor profiles that are like really something that is not on the market yet. And that's, I think, is going to be the next untapped market. Like, if you open
what if you even have pairings like, hey, this joint is full of coryphaline and this, and this dish is, you know, high with like things that are similar to it, like peppery or herbaceous type of things that would be similar to. Oh no,
bro, that's exactly my point. Like, if you're able to couple the two together, and actually explain to people, like, this is how. So when you look at a restaurant, this is how restaurants make money. All right, you have an idea that you can make people want it. If you don't have a specialty niche and you're not doing something unique, it can be copied and it can be taken, but you have to have a brand behind it.
Yeah.
And the whole idea behind mixing the idea of using terpenes to intersplice with the flavor pairings of food, right? And actually serving THC to people, this is something that is an untapped market in our state, and because it's not legal, but like once it becomes legal, can you even imagine owning a restaurant that does something like that?
That's
like,
the thing. Like other states do that are just recreationally legal.
Right.
You go to Cali and shit, that shit's happening.
Right.
You know?
The pot stop.
But I'm just saying, like, here in Pennsylvania, like, you could really like start something different. You know what I mean? Like,
of course.
And that would be the way that I would think that edibles would need to go if you were doing it. You know what I mean? Like on to make money style. You know what I mean? Like, that would be the way that, like, for an industry, we would need to use that to our advantage.
Well, you can't even, like, because I'm in the medical program. And like, you can't, the edibles, like when you go on the website, the menu, because they have their little online menu and shit, and you go on the edibles part, and it's not like, oh, you know, fruity tooty bars and double chocolate brownies and shit. It's like capsules, pills.
Yeah,
it's like that's it.
Yeah.
And because it's from a medical standpoint, there's no recreational point to it. So especially, and that kind of dives into cooking too, because there's so many like allergy concerns and shit.
Yeah.
You can't just give that to anybody.
Right.
So
right.
like I get it and I understand it, but it's just like, it's not fun.
right.
It's not that great, you know?
If you have a food like allergy, like it makes it, I'm not saying like, I like to think of it from a baking standpoint as like a workaround, like something that like if you have a food allergy, it's like something that I personally find intriguing, that to see if I can challenge myself to work around that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And like the only reason that I do that is because I hated it so much when like
it's awful.
You're in the middle of like cooking all kinds of stuff,
terrible.
And then you have like somebody with a food allergy comes in and you have to clear everything. And I get it. And I'm not saying that I'm against. I totally understand it. And
some
like,
of them are a little pretentious though. That sounds weird to say, but continue.
No, I agree. There are some times when people will be like, you know, I can't have this, and I'm not going to say anything, but you know, and it's just because like opinion, like not because they're going to get sick, but because of opinions.
Yeah.
But you know, and like, but even still, like I like to try to challenge what I know, and like working in the baking industry, like
it's hard.
It is.
I just got into it recently. It is, and I've been cooking for a long time on my own and through jobs in various forms. And baking is not easy. That's a whole different ballgame.
It's a whole different ballgame. You like baking comes down to like science, temperatures, like amounts of time, like being able to like properly evaluate it. And it's about consistency. It's about looking at it. It's a practice of patience is what it is. And it's like the perfect practice of patience, because otherwise, like you don't get it right. You only have one chance. Like where when you're cooking, you can taste as you go and kind of be like, all right, this is done. You can look at your temperatures. You know that this is done at this time and like this amount of you know, temperature and whatever. But when it comes to baking, it's like one of those things where like you got one chance, and if you fuck it up, you fuck everything up.
That really is the big thing. Like generally with cooking, it's like you can taste it as you go for the most part. And like, okay, it needs a little of this, it needs a little bit of that. But with baking, it's like, all right, it's in there. If it doesn't work in this amount of time, then it doesn't work.
It doesn't. Yeah, your math, your baking ratio was off somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. So with that being said, and Mark, you can even chime in on this too. So with that being said, right, like you figure you have this whole market of like food, right? That's, hold on one second here.
Hey, there's our live studio audience laughing. Or somebody pouring cereal.
Or somebody pouring cereal.
Sorry, somebody threw up in aisle 3.
Yeah,
so
we had to clean up from the live audience.
Yeah. Thanks, jerk.
Hey.
Not you.
Watch it.
That guy.
That's my... Yeah, that wasn't my wife. That was somebody from the live studio audience.
Stranger.
Anyways, so we were somewhere, and then we had a medical break. And,
It was like Dr. House came in for a minute, and he was like diagnosing stuff. And
he said, "You're all stupid." We were like, "Well, we knew that."
It's like, your God is not here today, priest.
We didn't even need you.
So while we were cleaning things up and getting into the mood here, we were discussing some different food options, and we brought up burritos because they're like an all-in-one food.
Yeah.
And like, I am just like, you give me a burrito, anything, and I'm like, all right, I'll try it. Like, what is it? Would you say nacho cheese and ice cream and fucking weird shit?
It is a vessel
chorizo
food.
Chorizo, that's it.
But it's burrito, right?
As long as you wrap it up in a tortilla, I'll eat it.
All right, I'll try it.
Pretty much anything.
So I was thinking the whole time that they were talking before that the coolest name for a recreational pot store would be the Pot Stop, because it's an anagram and it's spelled the same way forwards and backwards.
Whoa.
Yeah, Pot Stop, Pot Stop.
Wow,
but not stop pot.
There's some thought that went into that.
I used the whole time you guys were talking about stuff. I don't know what it was.
You got your race card.
I was totally zoned going, pot stop, pot stop, pot stop.
I think I'd have to stop at Wingstop or something after the pot stop.
For some reason, I really want to stop somewhere.
It was actually
burritos. Damn.
Right? That's what I'm saying. Like,
but a pot burrito.
Right.
Is that a joint? Is a joint a pot burrito?
Mark, let me ask you a question. when you are intoxicated, what is your favorite go-to food?
So
What's your favorite go-to food? Just quick.
beer typically, but
No,
more alcohol.
yeah. So I have to be honest. I don't care as long as I can eat it. Probably an old hoagie, like yesterday's leftover hoagie or
Like
something.
yeah.
I
Whatever
got
I
a
can,
3-day-old shop and go chilling in the fridge right now.
whatever I can eat. Like I'm
Yeah.
not. So you guys sit here and you talk about food and like you make stuff that you want to eat, and I'm like, what can I eat to get me through the next 4 hours? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
that'll do. A Belvita.
That's kind of crazy though, because I used to work with this kid a couple of months ago, and he was like, he's like, I don't really eat. He was like, if I get hungry, I'll eat some like Cheez-Its or something. He's like, but I don't really like eat like meals. And I was like baffled. I was astounded by that.
I eat meals.
anorexia.
I eat meals because I'm smart enough to marry a woman who can cook.
Really good. Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Like, but I don't. You can ask. It drives her nuts if she doesn't like. She's not coming home after work, and she's got something to do. And like she doesn't worry about me because she knows I will eat if I need to eat.
Right?
Like, she'll come home and be like, "What'd you eat?" And I'll be like, "Oh, I don't know. An Eggo waffle."
Hell
She's
yeah!
like, "Really?
What kind?
Well, I don't care. I don't. Whatever's in there. I got kids, so like I got all kinds of cool stuff. Yeah.
Hell yeah!
Like
I'm a giant.
all the time. She yells at me. We have these little muffins, 4 muffins in a bag. They're tiny muffins.
The little bites.
They're fucking great.
Yes.
So I'm eating one yesterday morning, hangover food, and she yelled at me because it's the kids. And it's like, no, it is in the house.
Guess who made
everything in
kids?
the house of the kids. Yeah, right? Couldn't have done it without me. You did all the other work. I agree.
Motherfucker.
No, you know what? You know what we're gonna say? No, she probably could have done it without me. Wow. Women do a ton of work on that shit. Good to go.
Yeah, don't even front, man.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah.
So like, I can't.
But that's why I eat is because she can cook. Otherwise, I don't know. I would probably get like Belvita for 3 meals a day. Belvita's cookies, those little 4 cookies in a package, and man, I'd eat those 4 meals a day.
What?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Belvita.
I
thought you were saying Velveeta.
Those little cheese. I could eat cheese.
I was like, my dude's out here eating fucking Velveeta cubes.
I get a fucking block of cheese. I just gnaw on it all day.
Holy crap. I'm not dissing Velveeta, but I was just like, man, there's
I haven't shit in 4 months.
Right. Oh yeah. What's interesting too is like when you look at your diet, like your end result is like what comes out. So like when you cook, you want to keep that in mind, right? Like or when you bake as well, like when you're adding ingredients. Just saying, like as an art form.
I'm into fitness. Fitness food in my mouth.
Oh yeah, nobody saw that coming.
Where was the laugh track for that?
Go back.
Laugh track. Laugh track. Cereal.
Unbelievable.
Cereal. What's your favorite cereal?
Yeah. What is?
Huzzah! So up until recently, my favorite cereal was actually Quaker Oat Squares. But
hold on. Is that like actually like a cereal?
Yeah, Quaker Oats.
I didn't.
They're little like they would make you think of like the Chex Mix squares.
Yeah,
but they're like solid.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I love that shit.
I didn't. Wow.
I love it.
I'm way behind in the cereal game.
Grape nuts. I love grape nuts.
Okay.
No, that's not funny. I fucking love grape nuts.
I put
more sugar on it. I probably put 10 tablespoons of sugar on it. But yeah, Honey Bunches of Oats is great. If I had to go like kids cereal, I'm digging me some Apple Jacks.
Okay, I can get down with that.
Kix was always a good cereal.
Oh, it was, and for what reason?
I have no idea.
It was just like
because of the sugar.
Corn that was just coated in corn syrup.
That's it. It's just sugar.
For that reason.
Corn syrup.
It was sugar.
What was
sugar on sugar?
Yum.
Did they have like a mascot? Kix?
No. They just had that. The box was
wasn't the I in KIX? Wasn't the I one of the Kix? One of the cereal balls?
See, I feel like it was.
I don't know.
It might have been, but no. Kix had the saying. What was it? Kids love it and moms do too, or something.
Yeah.
Because it's supposed to be good for you.
Right.
This little half-inch cup of cornball.
10 tablespoons of sugar.
Yeah, well,
it gets out of whack.
In all honesty, and that brings up a very valid point. It's like when you look at like what you're eating and what you're consuming and like what you're actually putting in your body, like and what you're paying for it, and what you can do personally on a different budget, it's like, it's unbelievable. You either eat out of necessity, like right, or like you just like eat for, depression, eat for being happy, like whatever it may be.
I eat because I'm bored too. I snack because I'm bored. I eat.
Yeah, right.
I eat to survive.
But it's what you choose to put in your body that determines what the final outcome will be.
Well, okay, let me ask you to this, being foodies. If you're going out drinking for a night, right? You're going out big party and you need to carb up, you need to eat and like get a good base. Are you going to make something? Like, are you thinking of something like, oh, I need to eat like some good hot ham and cheese sandwiches or something?
Bro, I'm already thinking like
I'm like
doughy, greasy, like.
Oh, I'm already like right now. Like if I'm thinking that, I'm like, all right, I gotta get something in my belly. Like I'm probably gonna eat 4 bowls of cereal. You know what I mean? Like
I'm thinking
I'm thinking sustenance. I'm just
thinking pizza. I'm thinking
pizza's good,
or fucking chicken wings or something.
Oh, I can order food like the best of them.
But making something out of the blue, I don't know, just anything starchy that's just
like I'm trying to get to like so my mentality is like just eat something. I'll eat like 100 pretzels just to have that in my belly. Whereas you guys are like thinking of eating something. Me, I'm just like I'll eat drywall if it would fucking work. You know what I mean?
I like pre-plan shit like days ahead of time, like just to, like in my head, like to just see if it'll work out. Like
I'm not thinking of what I'm gonna eat after this podcast.
I'm so weird. Like I like he said, like I plan shit out and I live by myself and like I cook for my one boy occasionally, but
you like wake up and you're like, you know what? I want pot roast tonight.
Yeah, right.
Put it in the slow cooker.
I'm not one of them people that like I go to the grocery store once a week or whatever, and you get all your shit. It's like I wake up and I'm like, I'm making this, so I need this, this, and this, and then I go to the grocery store.
I'm the guy that's like
it.
I'm the guy that's like, I'm trying to run out the door in the morning and I'm like, oh shit, I need to eat something for breakfast. But I'll like take a box of cereal and like pour it into my pocket. You know what I mean? And like run out the door.
Do you line it? Like
no, I'm saying I'll just be like right in a jacket pocket. Just be like, all right, peace.
But you know what? I've been there, done that.
Yeah, but that's every day. Like
but
I'll just forget.
Super strange. You know what always like kind of weirded me out? Like you were saying about like what you put into your body and stuff like that. I have an incredibly poor diet. I mean, I cook. I do cook good food, and it's not all shit. But aside from that, I would mention my sugar addiction earlier. So I consume like large amounts of candy, and I do like to drink a lot, which is empty calories. And I in the past like 10 years, I haven't gained that much weight. And then you see like people from high school and shit, and that like go to the gym all the time, and they don't eat candy all day and drink beer all night and shit like that, and they gain 60 pounds.
And then there's me. So, I probably eat less than you.
It's just so strange to me. I don't know.
Well, metabolisms and there's body science to it, but also like in a normal day, because I sit down on the computer all day at work and stuff, I'm lucky to get over like 3,000 steps.
No, I'm not trying. I move around at work, so that's
I'm
not like construction worker style.
You're burning calories all day though. Whereas
I'm on my feet.
Like the most movement my body gets in an hour sometimes is my arms going keyboard and mouse.
Damn.
So it sucks.
Yeah, no,
What do you snack on at work? Do you have work snacks?
I don't snack. No, I don't snack at work. Oh, I don't.
I know I would.
I don't expel any energy. No, see, I had to stop.
Sour Patch Kids.
I had to stop. I drink coffee. I smoke cigarettes. But other than that, like I don't snack all day. Like I'll eat something small for breakfast. Usually eat a wicked fucking high calorie lunch because people want to eat out and stuff. And then like most days I might not even eat dinner anymore. But then I'll drink my weight in calories. So, I've been drinking a lot of wine. I love wine. Give me some sweet wines, pink Moscato.
Well,
I will. When in doubt, pinky out.
So, interestingly enough, like I eat once a day normally.
Sorry, it looked great on the screen. That's all I did.
So, what is it? Dinner?
Yeah, like I eat once a day. Yeah, and like I'll go like typically all day, like just drinking coffee and like water. And like I'll go the entire day until I eat dinner, and then I'll normally like I'll prepare dinner in some way. Like my slow cooker is like, any dads out there that want to like be like the all-stars, like I got some recipes for the slow cooker that'll make you like.
I got a couple pizza place phone numbers to hook you up.
In all honesty, I feel really bad because like I do like a lot of the cooking, but I do a lot of it in the slow cooker, and like it's an interesting.
Wipe out.
What was that?
It's a ghost laughter, I think. Is
But
this
doesn't it sound like the beginning of Wipe Out?
a little bit? I'll give you that. Okay, that's
Keep going.
Halloween.
This thing's still got like another fucking
Yeah, it was
10
yesterday.
seconds.
yeah. I don't know what it could be playing.
I feel like October didn't even exist, man. Like the
Dude,
first,
2020, as long as this year has been, I can't believe it's almost over.
yeah,
Holy crap.
I got a 2020 tattoo. It's ridiculous.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Where?
Which arm? It's this arm.
Okay.
Mhm.
So I like the piece,
It's,
the piecework. Like I like how like I was looking at your tats on this arm, and I like how they're all different pieces, especially this one.
Yeah.
That's like come with us. We're doing butt stuff.
Coming home. Basically, that's a cow getting abducted by.
Come on, you pussy. We're doing butt stuff.
It was just a weird person. So
I have like random tattoos.
as do I.
I want to do
yeah,
like
yeah.
I want a sleeve of like randoms. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
kind of.
All
It's kind of
different
what I'm building
meanings
around
and-
as well. Yeah, there's more.
I got my
shit
ass tatted though
everywhere.
too. I got one.
I tried to. My first tattoo. I tried to get it on my butt cheek, and my dude. Okay, this is kind of a weird story.
We like
So,
stories.
all right, we need to sidebar this because this is gonna happen real quick. So my first
39.
tattoo, I was working at Subway. I was like 14 going on 15, and this dude just got in the state from Hawaii.
Oh.
And I'm training this guy. He's like 20. I'm 14. I'm training him how to make Subway hoagies. And we get to talk. And he's like, yeah, I'm from Hawaii, man. I got a tattoo gun. And da-da-da-da.
Oh, that's where this is going.
So I'm like, oh, yeah? Okay, well, what's up? Let's smoke some weed and do some tattoos. What's good?
Ah,
So we end up going to this very bad apartment complex, like a very ghetto place. And we end up in this dude's house that had 3 fingers. Swear to God. I can't, like, this is shit. I cannot
Which 3?
I cannot make
It's
this up.
important.
Okay, it was 3. Okay, not to elaborate. It wasn't 3 total. It was 3 on one hand. But he had he was missing these. So,
Okay,
so he
so
had
he
his
had
thumb and these. So when you, all right, so like try to dab me up. Just
Oh, you
just
were
try
like
to
this?
get so but
No, but
just
see,
like
I'm a bass player.
do like a regular handshake. He was like, I don't know. Anyway, it was weird. So
I'm trying to match you. I got you. I
yeah,
got you.
right. So it's like
Well,
that.
what's weird is when
It's
somebody's
very,
missing
very
a
strange.
pinky and you shake their hand and you
Yeah,
can
it's
like,
very strange.
Okay.
So anyway, I was like, all right, dude. I was like, I want rock star, RAWK, and I want a star,
right.
like a physical star under it, and I want it on my butt cheek. And he's like, all right, man, but I'm not tattooing your ass. And I was like, okay, whatever, dude, that's fair. So I ended up putting it on my leg. It's there to this day too.
yeah.
So I put it on my leg, like right above my boxer line, because my mom couldn't see it.
Yeah,
And she ended up letting me get a tattoo that I fucking hate now, a year later. But anyway, yeah, so that's my fun story about my first tattoo.
No, see, I got both my cheeks tatted, different purposes. So it hurts like hell on your ass.
Yeah.
I can imagine.
Hurts like hell.
I have like a lot of tattoos and know like the sensitive areas, I can imagine.
Yeah.
But
You would
butt
think it'd be
cheeks are
fine, but
terrible.
nope. Yeah. Okay.
I don't know, man. You I can't imagine that. Like I have a rocker and like the sternum, like your chest piece, like your
So-
clavicles, like that.
Bone hurts the worst.
Oh,
But what you don't realize is all that skin has seen sun and had, it's,
oh no, I realized it.
and your ass has like, you don't realize
It's
that
just
it doesn't get
flabby
any
cheek.
abrasion.
Yeah,
It's a
just
very
very-
sensitive skin that
Yeah.
isn't very
Oh.
worn in. And so that's what hurts so bad.
Plus, you're like sitting on it a lot too. Like,
Well, oh yeah,
you know what I
the
mean?
aftercare is fucking worse.
You
You gotta sit on cellophane like it's a diaper for a week.
I don't
Yeah.
want to do that. I don't want to do that.
I'm done now. My butt's tattooed. I got one on each cheek. I'll never do it again.
I would.
That's
I
great.
would-
though.
Like I
Yeah,
don't
good for you,
like
man.
cover tattoos. I'll moisturize them like 2 or 3 times a day for a week, and then I'll let the next week I'll let them just dry out.
Once
and
I got
stuff.
some money, like but my
Yeah.
first couple, I was just like, every 3 hours
Right.
you're rubbing them down and
Right.
shit. And then after I was up to like 10, I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna fucking once or twice it.
you do it like the
week
first few
and then-
days,
yeah.
and boom, you're done.
see what happens.
Yeah,
Exactly.
It'll heal. You can tell if
For the
it's
most
something
part.
wrong.
Yeah.
Don't scratch at it.
Which I've had that too. I've had infected tattoos.
Yeah.
Have you? I have yet
Yeah.
to.
Me too.
Knock on wood. I've yet to do
This
that.
Mr. Yuck, ironically,
Oh, that's cool.
Mr. Yuck You can see it's all blotchy. And
Yeah,
shit.
you can.
I was allergic to the green ink, and it was like the size of a golf ball. It was crazy. It was pussy for like a month. It was insane. It was very strange.
I have a friend. I won't name the tattoo
strange.
shop because he's a friend of mine too, and I do still get ink there. But when the guy was fresh and kind of new, he had something done on his forearm. And I'll tell you what, it's a music note with a wing in the back, right?
Oh, man.
Do you know who I'm talking about?
No.
Okay. You do know who I'm talking about. You don't know yet.
I probably do.
So he had this thing done, right? And the guy who did it packed the color in so hard.
That's a big thing.
That he wore a hole in his arm.
Oh.
And to this day, it's like it looks nice, and then it's just this fucking like gray blotch.
All right, well, that's a little extra.
Oh, it's rough, dude.
I don't know about
like,
that.
no, he would drive. This guy drives. I have some tattoos from him that are really dark still.
Yeah.
He punishes you, but it stays, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
He fucked it up.
My artist doesn't punch real hard, but he goes over shit like 7 times.
That's what kills me.
Like,
I'd rather you dig hard and like go away.
Hold up, because I got my guy, and I'll shout him out because he's going to be on the show. Brett Root.
Oh yeah, I can't wait for that.
Dude, I'll tell you what, man. Like he pops with his shit. Like, but in all honesty, like I have a tiny Woody Allen and Diane Keaton on my arm, like tattooed on there from Annie Hall. And then I have like the scene from Manhattan right above it, and then I have The Exorcist on the back, and like he did all this portrait work on like
great shading.
Yeah, like it's crazy. Like Diane Keaton was wearing an Argyle sweater, and she's like tatted. Like it's insane the detail that he does. Like he's really good at what he does, and like I think it comes down to like, you know what I mean? Like you're paying for art that's going to be on your body for the rest of your life, right? Like, you want it to look good.
Yeah.
And you, like ultimately, like you don't want a bad experience, but like you're also thinking like I'm working on a budget too. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
and see that's the other reason why I do the little tattoos, because it's like $100 at a clip.
Well, that's the thing.
I can get my arm done.
See,
Flash art.
I'm a big advocate of both. Like I have some serious shit that I really like, and I've been getting
the big one,
I have some big tattoos. I have some shit that I really like that means something, but at the same time, I have Southside drunken tattoos. Or let's go do it. For example, the one you were explaining earlier, I was just hammered in Southside one day, and I was like, I got $100, dude. What you trying to do? Let's do something.
Ink it up.
Yep. And
get in.
But
we're doing butt stuff.
But with that said, too, like I also have like an artist at Eric Ryan Tattoos, if you want to check him
out. I follow him on Instagram.
Dark Matter Studios. He's fantastic.
Can I name all mine too?
You'll see a couple of my tattoos on there.
I have I get my tattoos from all kinds of different people because I have all kinds of different friends. But like, so there's Amber at Blood Eagle. And what's great is every last Sunday of the month they do a charity drive for 8 hours. You can pick from their flashboard, and it's $40 a tattoo.
My mom
everything goes to charity. Yeah, I have
some
a couple.
Dope shit.
This was one of them, and then I have one in the back here. And then I also want to say Antonio at Skin Deep, my boy. Grew up with him.
Okay.
EJ over at Human Canvas. He's the one that did one of my asses.
Got a list.
Then I got Jimmy Wizard Jim. He did the other ass cheek.
Damn.
And
going back. How far back are we going? Like, I can throw it back there.
I think that's it. Oh, no, and I got Joe Baker. Joe Baker did my arm. Yeah.
I thought you were going to say Joe Biden.
No, Joe Biden's he tattooed my penis.
Anyway.
You'd be a national treasure if Joe Biden.
Right? That'd be cool. I'd let. No, I wouldn't. I'd let that dumbass do something, but I won't.
Stop.
But anyways, so like I went to high school with all these people that are tattoo artists, and I have a few others that I haven't gotten from yet, but I need to go to that are also close friends.
Yeah.
I got like 8 tattoo artists, so.
And I'm not like particular to like one style. Like a lot of people are, like, did they get a lot of traditional style tattoos or a lot of hyper realism or a lot of this or a lot of black and white or just color or this or that.
I want to do it all.
I'm versatile. I'm like I said, I'm up to anything pretty much.
The smaller
looks good.
I like the classic look. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right.
But
sure. I mean, there are certain things like, dude, like, I grew up, I'm old, like, but I have nautical stars on me. Like,
Oh, nautical stars are awesome. I'd love to
that
get
was
one.
like, yeah, but like that was like the thing. That was the craze. Like,
I want the
have
hobo
nautical-
I
turtle.
know it's a tattoo that I hate. Oh, it's so terrible. It says, I was 15. I was in a fucking high school band.
Yep. Dude, I got a barcode on the back of my neck. My first one.
I got a tattoo that says
It
music.
says my last name.
Music is life.
Oh, yeah.
In a banner with nautical stars.
Yes.
And it's good work. It's good color work and shit. But I just look at them just like, Jesus
No,
Christ,
that's
like,
awesome.
what did I do?
Awesome.
I got 2 palm
That's
trees.
one of the few
Yeah, that one's
incredible
funny.
tattoos
I like
have.
that one.
I have 2 palm trees
I know
and
your
3
palm,
nautical
yeah.
stars. Like all across my stomach.
I want the hobo turtle.
Now this is the thing. Do you look
and a
at them?
gecko.
Do you look at it and you're like, fuck, dude, like all the time you're like self-conscious about it? Or is it at a point now where it's just like, it's there, man?
I love all my tattoos.
That's how I am. It's
I
just
love
like,
them all.
It's whatever.
Yeah,
I'm not going to get it removed.
yeah. I mean, you got to come to grips with it. Like,
Right.
if you know anybody that's ever gotten one removed, like it
hurts like hell.
I would never get
hell,
some shit removed.
Well, so I have the top of this one is a real small 777 on the shoulder. And that was my first wedding anniversary. And it was an anniversary gift. So like that might need to change.
Just get covered up.
But yeah, that's what I figured. The whole thing is kind of blending in. I had it so that all the angel wings were all like straight flat color. And the grays are all fading in now. So
yeah.
They're
That's
like
my
really
thing. That
watered
shit's
down.
like really color, so I'd have to I don't know.
I like
Cover it up with
Fucking
some
right.
crazy shit.
Well, you know what? Like, be honest with you. So, like, what? Let's talk about like real quick because this is a whole different topic. But real quickly,
I'm here. I gotta scratch my head.
of course you do.
Woo!
At any rate,
Keep going. I'm listening. I'm here. You're good. Go
you've
ahead.
derailed me.
All right.
You've
Wait.
derailed me.
Wait. No, don't go yet. Shit. Hang on.
Still here.
Christ. Good
Present.
Lord.
All right.
All right. Left track.
Oh no.
Beer craft.
Oh,
I
that
thought that was a
was
spittoon.
fuck.
That is not even close. What are you doing?
That's
man?
more sound effects.
This dude has no idea. This is
That beer's
terrible.
weird.
This is horrible. That's a studio audience thing, huh? Oh my god.
Hey, shut up. No.
Okay. Good. Yeah. Thank you for that.
Thanks, studio audience. Fred over there. Fred and
Fred.
in the audience.
So-
Up in aisle 3.
what is the absolute worst tattoo you've ever seen?
Where's that?
In person?
In person.
Not online. In person.
In person.
There's this guy I know who has 2 palm trees. And no, just,
Oh, fuck you, man.
I'm kidding.
No, that was cool. That was cool.
I'm
It's
kidding.
worth it. It's pretty terrible. It's pretty
No,
terrible.
I'm kidding.
That's funny.
That's a tough one because I've seen some bad tattoos.
Well, there's also like that's like because there's bad tattoos, like bad tattoo ideas, and then there's also just shitty
tattoos
work.
that are shitty
Yeah,
done.
But where were you going?
I was going with so decent work, but just what the hell were you thinking? For instance, I have a friend that has a tattoo of a ear of corn flexing its muscles, and it says irrigation for life.
I love shit like that. That's awesome.
Is it an internal joke?
No, he was working for an irrigation company, and that was their logo. So he got it tattooed on him,
Hell yeah.
and he only worked there for like 6 months. and
Yeah,
then
that's
they quit.
stupid. That was like me at like 15. I was like, I want to get a Steelers logo. And then my dad looked at me one day and he's like, do the Steelers fucking pay you for anything? And I was like, no, but I like them. And he's like, yeah, but why would you tattoo them on
That's
you?
a good point.
You know, and I was like,
Good point.
okay, you know what? You got a good point there.
Does your dad have any tattoos?
No, my dad has 0. My dad is not a
course.
fan of my
Yeah.
tattoos. So the more I
He's
get, the
not
more
a
he just
tattoo
shakes his head and sighs at me.
Yeah. See, I like kind of past that barrier because I'm incredibly close to my grandmother. And my mom was super lenient with shit like that. Like I said, she let me get my first legal tattoo when I was 15.
Huzzah.
And my grandma was always super weird about it. And then after I got so many, after I was up to like 6 or 7, it's just like, all right, well, you're gonna get what you're gonna get.
Yeah.
I mean, in all honesty,
It's, yeah.
Well, so it's funny. Everybody else in my life has come to that realization, except for my dad. Every time I
Yeah.
get one, my dad's always like, oh, why are you doing that? Do you think I'm going to stop at this point?
Oh, right.
Like,
Yeah,
I keep getting them.
thing. Yeah,
At some point, you need to quit caring.
Mm-hmm.
And
I love you, Dad. I know you listen to the show, actually. One of the few people that do.
Yo,
I still love you,
What
but,
up?
you know. Mr.
Papa
C.
Hello.
Papa C.
And in all honesty, like, yo, my dad's like a big part too. Like, you know what I mean? But like,
Your
like,
dad hated tattoos,
he
right?
fucking
I even remember that
hated
from back
tattoos.
in the day. Like, getting, yeah.
Like I had to be like 18 to even get my ear pierced, and that was like the big thing. And like,
We had to get A's on it. We had to get an A or something like that, or like get
Really?
like a 3.0 in high school,
Yeah.
or a
man,
2.5. I think if we got a 2.5, my dad was like, "Get earrings." We're like, "All right."
bro.
So we studied for a semester.
Chaz was a gangster. My mom,
Mm.
she had especially piercings, which I didn't get many. I got my ears pierced, and then eventually I got my septum pierced, like when I was an adult. But she didn't give a fuck about piercing. She was like, "You could pierce whatever you want. You could take it out."
She got a point.
Tattoos, you got to wait a little bit. And wait a little bit. It's like, all right, you're 15.
You can make adult decisions.
Yeah, right.
I still can't. I'm 38.
Also shout out to Chaz, Mama Sabo. She's a G.
You know?
So your mom, Chaz. Chaz is your mom.
Yeah, Chastity.
Chastity.
Strange name. Not a very religious.
I know
family by
somebody, a woman named
any
Star.
That's
older woman too.
Interesting. That's not like what you would
So
typically.
is your dad older?
Oh yeah.
70s?
Yeah.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. My dad is too. And
Yeah.
so
Very
I would
Italian.
think maybe it's like, like my in-laws
Mhm.
are just, they probably don't like them, but they're at a point where they just don't say anything anymore. It's like, oh
Right.
yeah, you got a new one. Cool. You
It's
know,
like whatever it is.
But they're in their
It's
late 50s or the early 60s now, and different. I don't want to say different generation, but different age.
But
you
no,
know,
it is.
different-
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah, different
Yeah.
generation.
My dad was a boomer, and I don't think they were boomers. Yeah.
No.
So, but yeah. Anyways, it's I love ink. I mean, I've always loved
Mhm.
tattoos, and to me, it's less about what the tattoo and more about the story now. Whereas when I was first getting them, they had to be very meaningful. Like my barcode was my first one; it says my last name. My second one was my anniversary one. You know, this one was for a friend that died, and this one's for my first son's birth, and all that crap. And then I get to a point where I'm like, I got one back here that's just like a nature scene, and it's just like, yeah, because I like the outdoors. It's cool.
Yeah.
But like the
I
swallows,
got something like that.
yeah, I noticed that one.
Yeah.
The swallows, though, are I get one for every decade I'm alive. So I'm going to continue a circle of them and stuff, you know. So like I have meaning, but to me, like the ass tattoo, one of them says "Made in the USA," and I did that whole Facebook thing where you get 800 likes and or 800 comments and some shares, and you get it. And I was like, yeah, that's a great story. You know, my ass is tatted because I lost a bet.
Goddamn right.
You
I
hear
told
that?
you about the Hawaiian subway tattoo.
Yeah, no, that'd be an awesome story, you know?
Stories. Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, no, I feel you, man. Like,
Yeah.
I've gotten like, in all honesty, like, what's crazy is like I have some like really badass tattoos that like turned out like really like harsh afterwards, and I'm not even gonna say like what they were or anything like that, but like they look great now, but like, man, like they got infected and like it was
The
like,
healing sucked.
healing was like never ending, and you're just like, what the hell did you do, man? Like,
Yeah, especially
Yeah.
depending like when you get a piece, depending where it's at, when you sleep and shit. You
yeah,
know,
how
it's
you
just-
sleep, yeah.
No, I'm a hairy
Weird.
guy too, and what I hate is getting tattooed in the summer because you got to shave stuff, and then it's like
Oh,
the
man.
grow back.
you know, like getting my chest done. The first time I did it, I shaved my whole chest,
Yep.
and it was like a 3-session thing, and that was fucking horrible.
Yeah.
So the
believe
next
it.
session, I just shaved that area, and the third session, I just looked like an idiot. But luckily, those were done in the winter. You know what I mean? I got time to catch up, but yeah, like I hate having to shave. Like you get something done in your arm, you have a bald spot on my arm for 2 months. You know what I mean? It's like, well, fuck.
Yo,
Gotta
I
do
mean,
what you
Gotta do some good
Yes,
work, you know?
Right.
Well, you guys can't shave just the area you need. You got to shave 4 inches in a diameter around the fucking thing.
how did we get to this point? I feel you, but I'm coming from a stance that I've just been shaving, like I've been, manscaping for like a very long time, and like
What you
How
talking
did
about?
we get to that point?
Your
I'm just
your
talking- I'm just
vagina.
talking about like, bro, like,
Your
like,
penis? Like,
nah, man,
no,
like,
man, I don't have any tattoos around my penis.
no, but I'm saying like, I'll regularly.
Did you shave your chest?
Yeah, like,
No, fuck that noise.
bro, like it is what it is.
Dude,
Like,
it's a carpet.
but I've been doing it for so long that like,
No, fuck.
it's
I got
just-
chest hair so early in my life.
yeah,
I finished puberty before anybody I knew started it.
yeah.
And so like I'm sitting there with like bush and full chest
This is
hair and armpit
fucking nuts.
hair and like my voice is literally like
chest push.
Dude, I did, and like I'm in like
He's like
I'm
7
like-
years old.
I'm like finishing
7-year-old
4th grade, going into 5th grade. Girls aren't even hitting puberty yet, and I'm like, "Hi, how you guys doing?" Whoa, what was that? You know, like there was no voice crack, there was no like weird thing. It was just like all of a sudden hair sprouted in places, and I was like, "Whoa," you know.
I manscape, but I don't really have chest hair.
I got some chest hair.
I'm just a growing boy.
I got bald
guess.
spots
I don't
right
know.
here. These are my bald spots,
This
like,
is-
under my tits.
This has gone so off.
Who cares?
I'm just saying.
Brought it up.
All right,
I'm just saying.
we took a poll, and I'm the only one that answered it on the last episode. So fuck y'all. But a
Try
poll: chest hair or no chest hair? That's
Is
the
that
question.
so? Is that just for the ladies then,
Nah, we don't discriminate.
or
No, man.
Dudes,
Anybody.
you know, just I don't care.
Anybody.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, Cheech is a no chest hair, and I'm a chest hair, and we're both straight.
That's true.
So you could be a guy and you can answer. You can be a girl, you can answer. You can
so
be.
if you're the
you
guy
can be a
and
ferret,
you're
you can
saying
answer.
you prefer having chest hair? or
I
not having
like
chest
I like having my own chest hair. Yes, I like having the chest. Basically, I don't. I like not shaving. How about that? I mean,
Well, I feel
obviously,
I feel
I don't like to shave
discriminated against
anything.
Interesting.
You should feel discriminated
because I
against.
don't have any. I don't
You
have
can't-
the capacity.
You're
If you want to go like the beard or something, like give me a couple of months, I can get there. I've
this
been
takes
there.
months though. Like
but
I'm not like
I don't have.
I'm not the
chest hair.
guy
I
who
can't
like
do
in a
that.
week I have a great beard after I shave.
No, normally.
It'll take like probably 2-3 weeks for it to really fill in.
I base trimmed this like 3 days ago or something. See that camera?
Looks good. Looks good. See, I didn't base trim anything. I just so anyways, yeah. I like being hairy because I really don't like shaving.
I feel you.
And I'm just kind of it's when I was like meeting girls and stuff too, and people are like, you should shave. You should fuck you. You know,
Yeah, fuck
you
that.
don't
That's-
if you don't want a hairy guy, don't date me. You know, I can still be your friend.
Fair enough.
Yeah, that's how I am. Yeah. So anyways, all right, I'm done.
I don't care what.
Yo,
your hair is
fuck
not.
you all. Nice guys finish third. Hairy guys finish first. And poo-poo stinky.
You. No. What? Okay.
I win.
All right. We'll go with that.
Well, you guys, I mean, you have to realize, like, I have nothing to add for the food thing. So I'm just going to add nonsense.
I call it a draw.
No, I mean we did
All right.
like almost having a segment on ink too. So you got to
Thank you.
contribute there as well.
You know, the tattoo I've always wanted and never got
What's that?
was the stupid little gecko. Remember that, like in the 90s, the gecko was
Oh
a cool thing?
man.
Oh,
I want
Like
that. I still want that too.
stereotypical.
I'm going to get that tattoo.
wow.
And I'm going to get it on my calf,
I
like
ain't
all the
even
other
hating
people
on
did in the
that.
90s.
Like,
no,
just because that's so like nostalgic now. Like
it's not
holy
tribal,
crap.
number
Yeah.
one.
That's
It's not.
awesome.
And it's not
That's great.
tribal. And
I think you should.
I
do it.
want. I love like that era. That well, you know the little dude that does the flute. It's all about fertility. He's like a little island guy, and it's a black drawing. He has 3 dreadlocks like flowing up the back of his head. He's
I
always got,
don't know. Now you're losing me.
oh
Yeah.
Christ!
I'm sorry.
I'll show you a picture. Anyways, I want that one
Okay.
too.
It's an interesting choice, Jeff. What would you pick as like your next tattoo or like a tattoo that you've always wanted?
This is pretty funny. Actually, the next tattoo that I would want would be a dumb tattoo. So speaking of dumb, like I'm an airhead. I'm just kind of like a dumb person sometimes.
the
I'm not
airhead
dumb,
logo's
like,
great.
but I'm
You
just
just
like
have those
just
moments.
shit. Yeah, shit just
Yeah.
goes right past me sometimes.
Yeah.
And I love candy. We've explained this. I've explained this probably 3 or 4 times now on this podcast, and I apologize if you don't understand that yet. But anyway, the Airhead logo, like the candy bar, the
Yes,
Airheads,
yes.
the balloon head.
Yes.
I just wanted to get that. And it's like, why'd you get
The
that?
balloon logo. See,
Because I'm an Airhead.
this guy.
I'm just dumb sometimes.
that guy.
Oh yeah.
That
Okay,
guy.
now I feel
Yeah.
you.
Cocapelli tattoos.
Oh,
Cocapelli.
Jesus
So the
Christ.
guy's all about fertility. That's which I don't need. Really. I got
I don't think it would be.
my
much
son was
meaning.
born like the first shot.
Weren't
So.
we just talking about the gecko? The
I want the gecko
stereotypical
too, though.
gecko?
Yeah, I want both of this. I want the gecko looking at the guy playing the flute.
Ooh.
Anyways,
that is an
Um,
interesting
That's pretty
combination.
dope.
wait. So you were saying the Airheads logo. What about the movie Airheads logo?
Oh.
Do they have the look? I know.
Yeah,
exactly what
it's
we're
that-
talking about Brendan
it's that-
Fraser.
yeah,
Adam Sandler.
yeah.
That's some good shit.
It's that tower. It's there was a logo of like a radio tower with like
Mark, are you thinking of a different movie?
no
Die Hard.
maybe no this the A
Yeah, it's like
like a radio tower.
Yeah, it's like a
there you
radio
go.
tower. The A there would be a cool one. That's the one I was thinking when you said that.
I could see that. I could see how you could
Other
spin
than that,
that.
like serious. So that's just like a fun tattoo. I think I would get. But
That's all I have left.
Yeah, a more serious one would be like I said, I'm real close with my Gma, and fucking her favorite flowers are daisies, and something else that's slipping.
I think it's awesome that you call her Gma.
Oh yeah, and that's factual.
Yeah,
And is it
she's,
G-Paw?
she's Gma, Pap,
Oh,
or G-Paw. It varies.
we tried to get Gma and G-Paw to stick with my parents.
Carol, and like I was calling my mom Chaz, like it's real like that.
I know. My mom's toots.
My uncle, I got my uncle Bobo, my uncle Sean, and they're incredible people too. They're just smoking meats, making shine,
Nice.
just living the life in
So
Southwest.
you're from West
PA.
Virginia right now.
Yeah.
We're all Appalachia, baby.
So one real tattoo I want, and I haven't decided who I want to do it yet. Not a goofy one. So I love beta fish, right? I have one at work,
Okay.
Duder. He's the man. He's
That's game.
been around for a while. And I would like to get a big beta, but the tail would wrap around this one and then come down and the head would like be right here.
Yeah,
That would be cool. But like I want realism.
yeah,
Detailed,
hyper-realism,
hyper realism. But yeah, Duder's the coolest fish in the world. I bought him because he was the ugliest. And then I gave him color enhancing pellets. And I'll tell you what, they fucking work. They actually work.
You give him like LSD or something crazy.
Dude, he turned like he's totally blue. He was all white, and now he's totally blue.
Yeah,
I
that
was
crazy.
could be good for the fish.
I was like 7 or 8. Speaking of
He's still alive.
aquatic pets, I was like 7 or 8 and got, I don't know if you guys remember like the tadpole kits.
Hell
that
yeah,
you would get in
dude.
the mail.
You ever get one
Where
to
you
a
get,
frog?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Go ahead.
So you get your kit of like 30, and this is a little sadistic, and they're like, listen, only 5 or 6 of them are gonna survive right out of the gate.
Yep.
Right? They just tell you that in the instructions. So you set your shit up, and eventually 3 of them survived. Not only did they survive till full maturity of frogs, they're like, okay,
But they
these
jumped out.
frogs will live a maximum 3-4 years. These fucking 3 frogs,
8 years.
we named them Larry, Moe, and Curly after the 3 Stooges.
Nice, nice.
And I was a child when we started this endeavor, and I was out of high school when it ended. Eventually,
Holy shit!
they lived for 13 years.
Wow.
Even the package said like they'll live for maximum 4 or 5 years. And dude,
Don't worry, parents.
it was fucking.
It's not like another kid.
Ridiculous. Me and my mom were so hot about it because we're both like real weird about like sound disturbances and shit. And fucking they just like they make these weird like mating noises. It's not like a regular frog thing. It was so strange.
Oh,
So
And it was terrible.
I bought one.
13 years of injustice.
I bought a tadpole, a big ass tadpole, a bullfrog tadpole from Trax Farm, right? And I mean, I'm talking as a tadpole that's probably
hold
3 to
on.
4 inches long.
You can buy tadpoles at Trax Farm.
not
Big
anymore.
motherfuckers. Yeah,
What?
like people that have ponds in their backyard. They
Oh.
sell. Look in the water
That's
plant area.
gay as
You can
fuck.
buy all that.
Yeah,
That's cool.
gangster.
Did you say gay or gay? Okay.
Gang, not gay. Gang. That's gang.
Paw champ. But so I
Pop
bought one
stop.
of these, and I had this 10-gallon tank out on our side porch, right? And it was just water and fucking glass, and this thing swimming, grew fucking back legs, fucking swimming, grew front legs, tails getting shorter, swimming.
Damn.
Motherfucker's just gone one day. Fucking thing turned into a frog and left. I was like,
Or you got picked up.
Yeah.
well, that's possible, but
them Pittsburgh pigeons ain't no joke, man.
it was like
Okay,
a
frog
bird
up,
would never have
okay.
seen it because it was underneath a porch.
You think?
Like it was completely almost enclosed. Now an animal could have gotten in there no problem, but like he would have swam to the bottom. They would have gotten him. But yeah, he motherfucker just up and left one day. And I had a turtle, and I had him also outside.
What
And
was his name?
Raphael,
Of course it
it
was.
was, yeah.
That's
I
amazing.
got it off a friend. The friend used to keep it. They had so many bathrooms in their house. They
What did
actually
you
had a
feed it?
bathroom, turtle pellets. He actually had a bathroom for the turtle that like he had a giant tub, and that's what it lived in. And the bathroom was like jungly. It had like trees in it. And
Do you
and
think
stuff.
you gave him like
Massive.
pellets? to
Wait,
change
like a
color?
whole room in a house?
No. Yeah, had a whole the master
At first
bathroom.
I thought you meant like
The-
he had a tiny
No.
turtle-sized
He
bathroom.
kept this thing in the master bathroom. That's where this turtle lived.
That's pretty cool.
It was-
How
it
big
was
was this
pretty-
turtle?
Your regular red ear slider turtle. I mean, it was like
Your regular. There's so many turtle sizes.
it was like that. It was like an adult turtle. It
I
was
don't
like
even think it's a slider.
a red-eared slider.
I believe that for sure.
Christ, you know what? You all suck.
What?
You not you. You all meant Cheech. Red-eared slider.
You mentioned Pittsburgh.
Look here.
Pigeons.
Yeah, dude.
One time,
See that thing?
I want to see it.
See
just
the
to
red
see it
ear?
for real.
Hold on.
See the red ear?
Oh, I've seen those. That's game.
Red ear. Yeah, they're water turtles. They live in the water. Quit laughing. It's not funny, guys.
One time, race pigeons. So, okay, you know, like horse races and
Race
shit?
pigeons.
Yeah, this is the whole
Turtle
thing.
racing.
I didn't know about this until this happened to me. This is like this is a strange event that happened at one point in my life. I was like, I don't know, 22 or something like that, and I'm staying in my grandparents' house, and you go outside the basement door, and one day there was a white pigeon there, and it had like a fucking ankle bracelet, like it was.
Those are called doves.
No, it was not.
It's a dove. A dove is a pigeon.
Well, okay,
I don't know. I might be making that up.
I don't know.
I was trying to make you believe me. It's a homing pigeon.
Just summing up, it had a fucking ankle bracelet, like it was on house arrest or something. So eventually, my pap is like a jack of all trades, master of all,
Right.
and he just
Trained it.
he catches this pigeon barehanded, and he like looks up this number on this fucking bracelet, and it's a racing pigeon. And he calls it. It's like fucking next to Erie or something. It's like 2 hours upstate.
What?
No,
And
my uncle actually raises these.
yeah, no,
They're homing doves. And what they do is like at a
they
wedding.
take a break.
Well, you go to like a wedding. You know how they release doves?
Yeah.
Those doves are trained that as soon as they release, their first thing is they fly home. So like you release them for 100 miles away, those pigeons will be home before you. They just fly straight home and they land. And that's why like a racing pigeon is also trained the same way. So it races and then it flies off. And it probably got tired and took a break.
Yeah, literally. Like, so he called the place and was like, "Hey, I think I got your racing pigeon." They were literally like, "Yeah, that's a thing." They were like, "He'll chill there for like a week and then he'll come back." Like, don't worry. But
don't give a shit.
Put out some seed for him.
They cost like 50 cents.
And then sure enough, fucking like a week later, he just did. Just fucking left. Yeah, it was crazy.
Motherfuckers get tired. They're out. They're like, you know what? I'll be back.
Percy the pigeon. I'm a big fan of alliteration. Also, Percy the pigeon. That was my man.
Well, alliteration?
Alliteration? Is that what it is?
Percy. I don't know. I'm not. Yes, that's what it is. I don't know where we were going with it. I was trying to think of like.
Putting another P in there?
No. Like when you say alliteration, are you talking about enunciation, like being very clearly spoken?
No.
Okay. That's what I thought you were going at. And then I was like, no, you said alliteration.
Letter.
Yeah, you said alliteration. Then I was like, he said alliteration, so he doesn't mean.
No.
Fuck. I don't know. Dude, it's
now,
Sunday.
I'm not sure. What is it?
Yeah.
Pee-pee.
You know what? You guys have all lost me, so I have no idea. That's exactly what. So let's end it like real quick. I'm gonna just say final thoughts here. Stop it.
It's our live studio. We want to thank you all for being here.
Yeah. In all honesty, so
round of applause for our live studio audience.
I might have to mute this channel for real. So with that being said,
all right, enough.
Whoa, that was like voice command or something. That was kind of crazy.
I love our audience. Thank you. You guys are wonderful. Cheech will pay you all when we're done.
Yes. Yeah, of course. Anyway. So, Mark, what are your final thoughts on tonight?
So my final thoughts are, as long as you're eating something that has sustenance, who really cares what it tastes like?
Wow.
And tattoos are about the story, not the fucking tattoo. Nobody cares about your... No, I'm kidding. But it is about the story. So anyways, I'm done. I don't have any final thoughts, dude. I barely have initial thoughts and middle thoughts, let alone final thoughts today.
Interestingly put.
Oh.
Jeff, your final thoughts on this evening. If you could have any food,
Jeff,
but you had to eat it for the rest of your life. You could be any combination, but
wait. He gets a question. I don't get a fucking question.
Yeah. I just got your final thoughts.
Oh Christ! God damn it! Blue. We're back to blue.
You said you don't care about food, so
I do. I lied. I love food.
What would your final food be?
So if I had to eat one food for the rest of my life.
Yes.
That's basically what you're saying.
Yes.
And I can prepare it any way that I want to.
Any way you want.
Ice cream
Oh,
sandwiches.
that's so easy, dude. Chicken wings. I'm not even, you know what? I'll even explore this a little further because I go through all channels. I cook all type of shit. There's very few things that I don't really get down with.
True.
But
True.
top 3 in I don't think any particular order now that I'm like, thinking about it on command. But chicken wings, undoubtedly.
Chicken
Italian
wings,
hoagies.
Mhm.
A good Italian hoagie, whether it be the fancy ass Italian meats, your mortadellas, your prosciuttos, your shit like that, or you're just regular ass pizza shop Italian hoagie with ham, salami, and pepperoni.
I could do steak
Fire.
hoagies. I could do steak hoagies.
Hell yeah.
Or cheeseburger hoagies.
Oh
The
man,
best of both
you
worlds.
get the pizza company steak and bacon hoagie. It's not sponsored, but it tastes just like a Wendy's JBC. It's wild.
Bro.
And then third, tacos. Because I mean, come on, they're just so versatile. You could go any direction with those fucking things.
So me and my
But
wife
yeah.
love tacos so much that we had a wedding focused around it.
That's
And
amazing.
a first
I
birthday
wish I was
party.
there.
I wish you were too.
I also wish I was at that birthday party.
They were gourmet. They were gourmet tacos. They were
Hell
amazing.
yeah!
Amazing.
I love it.
No, I want to say ice cream sandwiches.
You would say
Of
ice
what
cream-
variety? What are we talking
Yeah,
about? We
like
getting the chocolate chip
standard-
cookie boys?
No, the
Then you-
standard fucking
Wait,
brown chocolate,
Okay.
like
are you
rectangle.
going? But this is
because you lick the insides and then
this is a
eat
big
them.
debate though. Are you going straight one flavor? Or are you
Oh.
going Neapolitan?
I like them both. I don't care.
I'm
ice cream-
Neapolitan.
So why do you get all these choices of chicken wing flavors and fucking hoagie flavors, and I have to stick with one flavor of ice cream sandwich? Why can't I have them all?
You can have that.
Ice
whatever
cream
you can have them all.
sandwiches.
Because that's the only
Right.
thing in my
Ice
brain that's
cream
good
sandwiches.
at dissecting.
But I have had sugar cookie ice cream sandwiches that were the
That
best.
sounds great.
I'm not disagreeing with you, but that's the only thing that you can eat for like how versatile can you get with an ice cream sandwich without it like
Who cares? It's an ice cream. It's fucking delicious.
Especially if there's no repercussions.
Listen, you have all
No,
the
there's
food. You have all the
absolutely
food groups.
repercussions.
You have ice cream and you have sandwich.
Well, I mean, if
I
there's
mean-
repercussions, I'm not in a great category either. With my chicken wing addiction.
This is not a pyramid. This is a
No,
food
absolutely.
rectangle.
Look,
Ice cream, sandwich.
look, what my final thoughts here is like what you put in your body is what comes out. So like if you're eating,
Goofiness and shit.
in all honesty, if you eat like trash, that's what just expect your body to feel that way the next day. Like
Yeah.
and it's the same with how you prepare food and how you pair food and how you eat food. But like again, going back to it, like I eat once a day. So like I want to make sure that that meal counts. You know what I mean? Or like
Hell yeah.
like it's
When
it's
it tastes
It counts for what?
but it counts for like my daily calories, man. Like
No. Ice cream, motherfucking sandwiches.
and that's what's wrong with 2020. Motherfuckers
There's
out
nothing to
there
do with 2020. That's
thinking
That is why I'm 270 fucking pounds. That's why. Ice cream,
we've offered
sandwiches.
look
What more do you need?
I-
No, really. Like, there's no other food group that actually matters. Meats, nobody gives a shit about.
Whoa.
Vegetables, nobody gives a shit about. Fruits, nobody gives a shit about.
Hold your
Ice cream
sandwiches.
And sandwich. I'm totally
Holy
kidding. I love all those foods. I'm a
I don't
huge
like
meat
fruits.
person.
I hate fruit.
Fuck you. No, I
don't
like
like
fruits.
fruit.
I really, as a cook, really.
Yeah,
I love fruit.
there's a very, very few fruits. Like melons, I like all the melon
I like all the melons.
my top 3 hated fruits: blueberries, coconut, and
I know.
pineapple.
Really? Pineapple. As long as it's not warm. I'm not a warm
Like-
pineapple fan. I like cold pineapple.
Despise.
I love
Like
it. Oh, mix it with some
coconut,
gin.
I'll eat Samoas, the Girl Scout cookies Samoas. But other than that,
Mounds.
coconuts,
almond
get
joy?
out of here.
Oh.
Pineapple is disgusting.
Oh,
Everybody
yeah.
loves it. And then blueberries, a lot of people love blueberries. I can't
blueberry
eat them.
beer.
I can't eat them.
Blueberry beer.
Anything in the berry family, blackberries, raspberries, boysenberries, fucking bumbleberries, whatever.
Hoorah.
Yeah,
Motherfucker.
not my steez. But
I
I do
do
like
actually-
I like strawberries.
Strawberries are good.
I
Cherries are good.
can't stand cherries.
Y'all.
But anything artificially cherry flavored.
So I now know why he got this drunken alien tattoo, because he's literally from fucking Mars.
Yeah.
I am a strange person. That's literally that's why.
Welcome to the club.
That's why I got the tattoo.
Cheers.
That's strange.
Get in, loser. We're doing butt stuff. Loud dispatch out.
And on that note,
Shut up.
audience, just
See ya.
like super
Christ.
happy about it.
You know what? None of you get crack after this.
Anyway.
All right.
Have a good night, guys. Loud
Bye,
Dispatch.
everybody. Loud Dispatch. Peace.